Hello guys, welcome to my video series tutorial to talk about Microsoft Semantic Kernel. In this video, I will show you how to generate JSON structured output using the OpenAI model in Semantic Kernel application. We will cover two main areas. First one, how to implement JSON output in Semantic Kernel application. Second, let's dive in. To implement JSON output, there are two ways we can define the JSON structure to guide the model to produce a structured output, or we can define a user class object to format the output accordingly. In Visual Studio, I have created one console application called the format output. In this program, I created the kernel object using my Azure OpenAI model. The model ID come a little bit later because we have to use the latest model. So here I passed rest of the other argument, endpoint and token. Here I define my max question. Based on that, I ask some more question how to solve this problem. And here I define my system message. You are helpful, max guide, walk through the each step of the solution clearly and carefully. And I passed my prompt using the chat completion service. I get the result, I just print it. So the idea here is to pass my question to the model. Model will generate the step by step to achieve the solution. Let's run this one and see the output. As you see, the model generate the response, step 1 and step 2, step 3, everything is clear, but the output is unstructured format. Next, I will define a response format by setting up my custom class. With this settings, the model will generate the response in a JSON format, making the answer more organized and structured way. Close this application. So here I define my class. Two classes I defined. This is a parent class, max solution step, the final answer added to here, and this class contain one more class called steps. In the step class, the explanation part output, I added two parameters here. So this class I'm going to pass my model. So based on this class, model will generate the JSON output. First, here I'm going to define OpenAI prompt execution settings, where settings equal to new of OpenAI prompt execution settings. This one, in the response format, this property we have to define our user defined class, or you can directly define the JSON also. That JSON definition I will cover up in our next video. In this video, I'm going to pass my user defined class. So here I telling type of max solution step. So once you added this response format, you see the error because this feature in preview mode, so we have to disable this error skexp0010. So here program warning disable skexp0010. Now the warning is gone. Next, we have to pass the OpenAI prompt execution settings to this chat completion content async function. So this function we have to pass our prompt execution settings. So here I pass the execution settings is a settings. That's it. To create the model. So the model, as I mentioned, this should be a latest model. So I go to my Azure OpenAI Studio. Here I have already created the model GPT-4o, the model version 6.8.2024. So your model should honor after 6.8.2024 version. And if you go to the deployment, deploy base model, if you select the model GPT-4o, confirm, you can see the model is the May 13th version. So you cannot see the model version 6.8.2024. For that, what you have to do, you have to go to the deployment type and change to data zone standard. This option you have to select. Once you selected the model version, you can see now the latest one, 6.8.2024. So you have to select this one and you have to create your deployment. As I mentioned, I have already created the deployment. Go to our Visual Studio and we'll continue our execution. So seems to be all fine. Now I run the application again, and here we get the result as a JSON format. So the next step, what I'm going to do, I'm just converting to this my class. So the JSON deserialization, I directly convert to my class. So here I check the condition if result content not equal to null, where max object to JSON serializer dot deserialize using my user defined class max solution step, and here I pass the my output content. That's it. We get the result. That result I just printed here. And one more, I make the new line so that we can see the result clearly. Yeah. Again, I start the application. And here we get the result. So the first one is a model response JSON, and second one is deserialization of JSON. We get our answer based on our user defined class. So this is a simple example how to implement the JSON format. So as I mentioned, this is the first one. The second, we can directly define the JSON in the response format. That I'll cover up in our next video.